Hi, so this is my first ever voiceover, so please bear with me. But I'm going to show you like a smoky grungy look with some shimmer on the lid. First of all, I like to start with the pear soap. This is, I found, really good because it keeps the brows in place and they don't move all night. Then I go in with the P. Louise base in the shade 2. I find this is the best shade for me. I think they do about 7 shades in it. It is really good. It just gives you that perfect like blank canvas for any shadow. So once I've done that and carved them out, and I don't fully carve up to my hairs, I carve to what shape I'd want in my brows, and then I'll go in later with a brow pomade just to neaten up any places that I think need a little bit of colour. After putting the P. Louise base on, I like to go in with a cream contour stick. It's the shade Caramel it's a Primark like PS contour stick. They're actually really creamy and good, instead of just packing loads of powder on my lid. So first of all, obviously pack that on and then just go with a nice fluffy brush over in like a circular motion just to start blending the edges out of it. Once I've mainly got that blended out, I then go in with a more like a clean fluffy brush, and just going with like a light brown transition shade just to buff that out even more, and then powder over like the cream base. So first of all, just pat on a little bit of P. Louise base just to make it stick, and then I'll put this all over the lid. I did this quite rough. I didn't do it like a sharp edge or anything like that. Once I did that, I then went back in with the brown, like a bit of a darker brown actually, and just like deepen the creases just where after the shimmer went on, and then after that I just kind of buff out the edges again just to make sure everything's blending. There's no like harsh lines anywhere. Then I like to go in with a dark brown liner, eyeshadow, just on my lash line, just to then buff that out. I go into my face. I like to start with the Boots Glow Serum, and then, sorry I didn't film this bit, and then Boots Glow Serum, and then I like to go in with the Boots Glow Moisturiser as a base. And then once I've put them on, I'd usually use the Bobbi Brown face base. I think it's enriched vitamin C, and that's quite a nice. I then go in with the MAC Studio Fix. I use the shade NC20. This is quite light actually, so this was the start of the holiday, and obviously later towards the end I'd like to use NC35, depending on what my tan's like, which I don't tan that much, so. Then I go in with the Revolution concealer. This is the shade C1. I really like a bright under eye. Because I'm on holiday, I didn't want to put too much on. At home, I'd normally put C5 on, blend that out with a beauty blender, like I am now, and then put the Born This Way concealer in the shade Snow. But as obviously I were on holiday. Once I've done my concealer, I then like to cream contour. This is the same shade I use for my lids. So it's the Primark contour stick in the shade Caramel. I just put this, obviously, where I'd bronze. Once I've done, you can see I'm dancing there, God. Once I've done that and blended all that out, I then like to bake with I usually use a pressed powder under my eye first, and then I go into bake with the RCMA powder. I can find that there's no flashback with this powder, which once I've baked, I like to put some bronzer on. I usually go for the Doll Beauty medium, just quite with a large brush, just like bronze everywhere, cheeks, forehead, jawline. Then I also use the NARS Orgasm blush, which I didn't get on camera. Just quite a lot of that because it's a good glow. Then I go in with the Revolution Pro brow pomade in the shade Soft Brown, just to really define the brow, and I like them quite sharp. This night anyway, I like them quite sharp. Then I just put them on some tight lashes in TL1. I love that they're so fluffy. And this is the finished look for the makeup. Thank you for watching. And then I did put on a peaches and cream liner and gloss.